Heart-wrenching scenes are emerging amid chaos, panic and suffering in Afghanistan. One such story is this short video of a mother handing over her baby to the US forces. This is the plight of mothers in Afghanistan. They are uncertain about their future. But they are making sure that the future of their loved ones is safeguarded. In a bid to save her child, this mother handed over her baby to the security forces in Kabul. She might not get another chance to see her child again. Here is another video that has set the internet on fire. A man wrapped around with Afghanistan national flag was caught and thrashed by the Taliban forces. The flag was snatched away from him and he was assaulted by a Taliban insurgent on a patrolling jeep. Ever since the Taliban lowered the national flag of Afghanistan after the Kabul takeover, citizens have expressed their outrage against the new rulers. Recently, a protest also broke out over the matter where Taliban forces used lethal force to disperse the crowd. This video shows the brutality of the Taliban in Afghanistan. People expressing their stand against the Taliban have been savagely beaten with rifles. Residents in Kabul have been living in fear ever since the takeover of Kabul. Niloofar Rahmani, the first female fixed-wing pilot in the Afghan Air Force, says she does not believe that the Taliban has changed, adding that she's heard of one woman being killed for not wearing a burqa. The first female pilot in the Afghan Air Force has warned others not to believe the Taliban propaganda on women's rights. Speaking to Sky News, Niloofar Rahmani said the Taliban will hurt women the most.
The people that they've already proved themselves, how the world is easy, believe them already that they have changed. They're the same people. Already in Kabul, you see no sign of any woman. Any pictures of a woman in the stores and the walls, it has been already blacked out. There's no woman in the city. One woman already got killed because she didn't have a burqa on. How can I even trust that word? How the world can trust that word?
Wahidullah Hashimi, a Taliban leader involved in the group's decision-making, said that Afghanistan would not be a democracy and that it would run on the Sharia law. Later this week, the Taliban would be joining a meeting of the leadership that would discuss the issues surrounding the governance in the country. Ever since the Taliban captured Kabul, diplomats have been evacuated from the nation. India too followed suit and began evacuating all diplomats from missions in Afghanistan. However, Taliban leader Sher Mohammad Abbas Tanikzai reportedly reached out to Indian authorities and requested to maintain a diplomatic presence in the country under their regime. The leader even promised the safety of India's mission and diplomats in Kabul. The request came shortly after India evacuated around 200 people on 2 military flights on August 16 and 17. A confidential document by the UN's threat assessment consultants, accessed by AFP News, states that the Taliban is targeting those who have helped US and NATO forces in the past. Over the last few days, the Taliban has been conducting door-to-door searches to track down its opponents. In fact, a report by Norwegian Center for Global Analysis states that the militants were screening people at the Kabul airport. 12 people have been killed in and around Kabul airport since the takeover of Afghanistan capital. Taliban shot a relative of a Deutsche Welle journalist while hunting for him. Another relative was grievously wounded while others were able to escape during the manhunt.